Welcome back to Get Down to Business. And as always, I am so excited to be joined by our local real estate expert who is ready to walk us through the competitive world of Chicago real estate. Our guest is Laura Catrambone Gerace from Coldwell Banker Stratford Place. We know the market's constantly shifting. Laura, you have your finger on the pulse of what's hot, what's next, and how to successfully navigate a deal. Welcome back to Get Down to Business.
Hey, great to be back. Thanks so much for having me.
You bet, my friend. So what is the overall temperature of the Chicago market right now? What are we seeing? Low inventory, high competition, or a shift towards buyer or seller advantage?
So I have seen more first-time buyers kind of getting off the fence and just saying we're sick of waiting to see what happens, so we're just going to buy.
That's awesome. And so in Chicago in particular, what specific neighborhoods are you seeing the most intense buyer demand in right now? What's driving that activity?
Oh my gosh. So still, as far as Chicagoland, like Chicago, North Side is still really hot. West Loop, Lakeview, all those areas that have always been hot, but you're also starting to see now West Town is really killing it in the market. And Ravenswood. So those areas have picked up a lot. And then in the suburbs, you got good schools, you're done. Those neighborhoods are just multiple offers. Stuff is falling off the shelves. I mean, houses are on the market 3 days with 20 offers. I was in a multiple offer situation. It was a $950,000 house, and it ended up going for over $100,000 over list.
Wow.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's tough. And
It's
so for
tough out
someone
here.
looking to buy in a highly competitive market, what's the single most important advice that you'd offer to ensure their offer stands out?
They better listen to their agent that tells them how to write the contract. When
You have experience, I know. There's
that's
stories
right.
behind
So
this statement.
when we say crazy things, and I give my clients obviously options, but when we say crazy things like remove all your contingencies that you can, and go in as is, and if somebody can do refundable earnest money, if you really want the house, those are the things that you have to do. And like I say to people, listen, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling if you want this, this is what you need to do. You don't want it, we keep looking. But
Absolutely.
we say these things for a reason, because that's what listing agents get. They get 5 offers. And when they have 5 offers and somebody's 50,000 over a list price, but has, 6 contingencies, and then has another offer that's even the same price with no contingencies, it's a no-brainer. They're going with a no contingency offer.
Our guest is Laura Catrambone from Coldwell Banker Stratford Place. She is our guru and our local expert on all things real estate. And Laura, are you seeing any unique trends right now in terms of what people are prioritizing? Is it people that are looking for a home, or are people looking for investment properties?
It's both, but I'm going to say it's more people looking for a home. I think the investors out there are sitting back a little bit. I mean, I still see some, but I definitely have seen a lull right now. And part of the problem is there's, especially if you're looking for rehabs and that sort of thing, there's not a lot out there. So that obviously is going to, be part of the reason that there's a lull in it. But even in multifamily units and stuff like that, you're seeing less investors right now. And I think it's just like a little pause. They'll be back.
I love that. That's great. And so obviously the temperature is starting to cool down. We're definitely into that fall, almost that winter season. And are there any common myths about winter moves, for instance, about home staging or appraisal values that you want to debunk for our listeners?
No, I think the most important thing to know is if you have your property listed anytime from November until the end of January, just be prepared that you're not going to have a lot of showings. But I always say, remember that the people that are coming to look, they're serious buyers, because you're not getting looky-loos to come out when it's snowing or 30 below zero or whatever our crazy weather in Chicago will be. So they're serious buyers. So that's the good and the bad.
Absolutely. That's great advice. And as we come to a conclusion over here, is there any other essential advice for dealing with the logistics of moving in Chicago during a snowstorm or a cold snap? I know you've been in this line of work for quite a while, Laura. You've seen it all.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I would say just be prepared. Like, you can plan for what you can plan, but if there's a snowstorm and you're supposed to move in that day, you're probably waiting 3 days.
Oh my goodness. Laura Catrambone from Coldwell Banker, Stratford Place Real Estate. Really, as always, greatly appreciate you coming on, talking about today, again, about some of the neighborhoods, some of the trends, and also, of course, about winter. Super important. Laura, I always want to make sure we leave the conversation and make it easy for folks to get in touch with you with your famous email address and phone number. How can they do so?
So email S like Sam, P like Peter, Laura, Laura, and here it is at AOL.com. Yes, it was my first email address, and I'm not getting rid of it. And my number, 708-212-4905.
Absolutely, Laura. We appreciate it. And as always, we appreciate how long you've been doing this and the ups and downs of Chicagoland real estate and always giving great advice. Can't wait to bring you back on real soon, hopefully in good weather and with good markets. Laura Catrambone from Coldwell Banker, Stratford Place Real Estate. We're going to squeeze in a quick break here and get down to business, the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. We'll be right back.